Hello and welcome to the EMC Data Center Consolidation and Migration Services demo. I'm going to show you how we utilize automation throughout all phases of data center initiatives to accelerate project timeframes and minimize risk. The automated tool we use is called Transition Manager. This automation tool is used throughout all phases of data center migration initiatives: discovery, analysis, planning, and execution, as well as program management. The integration of this tool into EMC's patented migration methodology enables us to deliver data center consolidation, migration, and modernization engagements in the shortest amount of time, eliminating nearly 98% of human error and with the greatest efficiency. In this demo, you will learn how the tool works and see how it accelerates migrations while minimizing risk. A component of a successful data center migration is program management, which spans across every subsequent phase: discovery, analysis, planning, and execution. Transition Manager increases collaboration because it enables staff to be more efficiently utilized. The automation allows for real-time discussion of migration and re-architecture options, and enables you to see the potential impact of each in real time, which also increases communication amongst your team.
The task graph on the screen is an eye chart, but it's truly a representation of exactly how complex migration events are. But the task shows how many tasks the tool is managing at any given time as part of that program management component. It also allows us to drill down on certain aspects of a project at any given time. For instance, shutdown. We can see where those are occurring in the project and then later drill down to see exactly what's happening in that, by component and by cookbook or recipe number, which we will learn about later. Additionally, EMC validates or establishes mature change control processes to ensure data integrity throughout the project. If you already have change control in your environment, we will validate that it is going to meet the criteria necessary to successfully handle a data center migration or relocation. Now let's make it a little simpler to look at and take a look at the planning dashboard. The planning dashboard shows three phases: discovery, analysis, and execution. It shows how much of the environment has been discovered, what assets have been analyzed for bundling, and overall progress of execution. Here in the discovery phase column, we can see the percent of applications, servers, databases, storage, and other assets that have been discovered and validated. The analysis phase shows the percent of applications that are ready and how many dependencies are left in the environment to validate for completeness and accuracy. The rightmost column here shows the progress of the execution phase of all planning and the tabletop testing that has been completed and is time to execute the migration event. Throughout the phase, this will show the progress of the entire migration, including the percent of applications assigned, confirmed, and migrated. A successful migration depends heavily on the discovery and analysis of assets in the environment, and specifically on the interdependencies between applications, storage, and servers in the environment. Now let's take a look at how we determine interdependencies for a specific application in the environment. I have my list of applications, and in this case I'm going to select Exchange 2010. As you can see, the data elements are color-coded by level of importance or need, which allows us to focus only on what information is needed at that time to perform the discovery or complete the discovery and make the migration more efficient and reduce the amount of time we spend validating data. This is the architecture graph, which shows all servers and storage assets associated with this specific application. With the tool, information is available automatically with one click. This used to be done manually or not at all in the case of a spreadsheet-based migration. Now let's look at something a little differently. Let's look at how we can look at groups of interdependent assets in the environment. The dependency analyzer shows the path between different assets and their dependencies to one another. At the top, you can see dependency groups, which is a listing of related assets. This information is critical to determine bundling of assets for migration execution. This graph is accessed through the Map tab, and it displays all the pathways for interdependencies in the overall view of the environment or move event, depending on what is selected by the user. It helps us to determine what components can be moved separately as well. Looking at the graphic, it's very complex, but if we drill down on any component, click on it, we can see just those tightly coupled components that could be moved by themselves, leaving the others for another move event, reducing complexity and reducing risk. With this tool, we are often able to shorten the discovery phase from about 4 months to 6 weeks with a process called rapid discovery that provides actionable requests. To further demonstrate how this tool works in real time, in the discovery phase, let's go back to the application list. Here, by clicking the Edit tab, we can add or change a person for the SME area without dealing with spreadsheets or manual processes. Manually or spreadsheets, this used to take 24 hours often for turnaround time. Now, as you can see, it's done instantly. In the planning phase, the tool creates cookbooks or runbooks, if you will. These define step-by-step activities for executing a move event. The information gathered and correlated by the tool during discovery and analysis allows these processes to be gathered by the tool and build a schedule containing application, server, storage, schedule, and resource requirements. The move event can be monitored to assure that all activities are progressing as defined, and it instantly points out delays should they occur. Green shows up as ready. We see some things that are due or past due showing up in red. When tasks have been completed, they fall to the bottom of the list, and only what is pertinent is left in view so that we don't waste our time searching for the next available task. Here's the event dashboard, which shows the overall progress of the migration, including overall time, any new news, any issues that may come up. The task summary shows the number of tasks remaining for each move event and level of effort required for the completion of each of these tasks. Many times, those running the migration events would be occupied by answering phone calls of where are we, what's happening. Now executives can get onto their laptop, tablet, or smartphone and see exactly where we are in any migration event. In closing, Transition Manager is an automated tool that accelerates data center consolidation and migration projects. For more information on EMC's data center consolidation, migration, and modernization services, please visit emc.com or contact your EMC representative.